So, this is about to be kind of a random video. Like, um, I don't know. I never really talked about it on this channel, but I'm a huge DP fan. I love Drunken Peasants. I think I used to, right? I think the shit was really good. Obviously, some episodes was better than others. The shit's, it's hit and miss, but mostly it was good. I would say it was like 65 to like 80% good. Most of it. The bad shit was bad, but it's whatever. And recently, they basically broke up or whatever. Ben and TJ went their separate ways. TJ basically taking everybody Scotty Paul with him. I mean, obviously they already moved, so it was kind of like at that point it kind of like was a no-brainer, right? Like once TJ and Scotty and Paul moved to the south, once they moved, like it kind of felt like something like okay, like yeah, that this shit's pretty much over with, right? Like it kind of felt like that to me at least. And like I don't know, it just seemed like it was almost inevitable at that point, right? Like that the shit was gonna end. First of all, once that shit happened, like the quality of the show was never the same. Let's be real. Like trying to have a show, especially like that, after going hundreds of episodes, being in the same fucking room, and like they took so long to get Paul in the same place as them, and once they did, like it was like it just, you can't really recreate that type of energy, right? Can't really recreate that type of energy over Skype as easy. Like the flow is just not, it just wasn't the same. And you could tell like that at some point, like towards the end of the show, TJ just didn't want to do that shit no more. He didn't want to be there. Every story he's like, oh, skip this, or this is boring, like, oh, we doing this shit again, la la la, like that type of shit. Especially now, like based off of the shit that they're doing now, the deep fried fat shit. Deep fat, whatever the fuck it is. It's such a stupid name, but anyway. So that shit happened. I mean, that shit happened, and I mean, I was kind of salty because I knew, like, I don't know, like I like them. I like the four peasants. I like Ben, TJ, Scotty, Paul. I like that, right? Like I didn't want that shit to change. I didn't want that shit to end. Of course, why the fuck would I, as a fan of the show? But it did. And like now, even though I'm glad that TJ is let Ben continue the show, I feel like out of respect, that's what he should have did, cuz like you kind of damn near robbed this man of his livelihood, right? Like it seems like TJ does that a lot. I don't know this dude at all. I just watched him for years, but it seems like TJ has no problem with, like, if somebody is not benefiting him or whatever, like he don't care. Like, I'm done with you there. Like, we out. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's not, because he did that shit with Cody Weber, his fucking cameraman, which that's when his videos was the best, low key. Cody Weber made his videos pop. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, that was, like, that period of his videos was the best. But he got, obviously they got into it or whatever happened, and they separated ways. He was fucking married and shit and divorced his wife. I never thought that shit was happening. Like when he got married, I was like, okay, like I don't know why. I just never thought like, he would get divorced, but he did. He was just like, fuck it, I'm out. And now Ben, like Ben is just, oh, fuck Ben. I mean, I'm sure it's not like fuck Ben like that. Like, I'm sure he still gives a fuck about Ben on some level, but I guess Ben didn't want to move down south with him, so he wanted to stay in Washington. So it's like, at that point, I kind of understand it. It's like, well, what do you want? Like, you can't really, the show ain't gonna be the same trying to run it in two different states like that. And it wasn't. It was still some okay parts, but it just wasn't the same. But now, like, the Drunken Peasants is just not, this shit trash now. Like, it's hard to say it, but it's trash. Like, I like Ben. I like Ben a lot. At one point, Ben was my favorite. He was my favorite drunken peasant. At one point, Ben was definitely my favorite. Like, early on in the show, probably like the first couple episodes, like couple hundred episodes or something. Like maybe like 150 or whatever. And then after a while, it was Paul or whatever. But my point is, like, for a long ass time, I wanted Ben to make his own channel. I'm like, yo, I would love to hear some of Ben's thoughts on some of this shit. If TJ's loud ass wouldn't just talk over everybody, if Paul's flat ass wouldn't fucking talk over everybody, we could actually hear Ben say some shit. And then he finally does make his own channel. And, like, I just don't watch the shit. Like, I can't watch that shit. Like, it's not, he doesn't really, like, I was wrong. He doesn't really have much to say about much of anything. Like, he watches, well, I don't know. I think he calmed down on the shit now, but he used to watch a lot of, like, basically freak out videos, like bitches wilding out in Walmart, and like that's not engaging. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that shit. Like, if anything, it's more sad to, like, know that people do that in this country, and we just sit there and, like, I don't know. It's not funny to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a middle-aged man type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, and if I want to watch that shit, I could watch it on my own without Ben laughing in the background. Despite, don't get me wrong, Ben's laugh is amazing. That was one of the reasons I like DP was so fucking fire to me. Like, that people would say funny shit and Ben's laugh in the background was just so contagious. It was really good. But he just, I don't know, he just can't carry a show on his own. Like, he just can't. Like, that shit just wasn't cool to me. I didn't really like it, so I kind of stopped watching Ben's channel really early on. I probably watched, like, his first maybe 4 live streams, maybe 5, and every once in a while I would, like, dip into the chat just to see who was in there and what people were saying and shit, stuff like that. But I never really watched it. So, like, I probably only watched, like, his first 4. Then I was just like, yeah, I can't. Like, I'll catch you on DP. I don't want to see this shit. Like, I don't want to watch that shit. So now he's doing DP again, and he's got people from like guests from his show that he usually brings on, and he has Billy, which Billy the Fridge is fucking amazing, bro. Billy the Fridge is currently the best peasant. Billy has been the best peasant since he got there. Billy the Fridge is on point, bro. He's funny. That nigga got jokes. He knows like, his timing is good. Like, Billy's good. His delivery's good. Billy is good at what he does. Billy is really, really, really fucking good, dude. Like, he's just good. He's good. I don't know how else to say it. Billy's a beast, bro. He's good, dude. But that's pretty much it. Like, Ben is not enough. Like, Ben without Scotty and TJ is just not enough. And also, like, come on, dog. Like, Pimp Monk, like, don't get me wrong, I like Pimp Monk, but that nigga sucks. He sucks, man. He's not good. Evan LaFavor, like, come on, dog. What the fuck is that? Who the fuck wants to sit there and watch Evan fucking LaFavor? He was kind of funny to laugh at, like, as a, you know, when they watched his videos, he was funny to laugh at, but he's not somebody I want to sit there and watch. You know, I don't care about his opinion on shit. Like, nigga's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot replace TJ, Paul, and Scotty with fucking Pimp Monk and Evan LaFavor, dude. That's garbage. That's like, wow. Like, it's trash, bro. It's trash. It's trash. How else do you say it? Like, that's the only real way to say it. It's like, you can't, it's not comparable, bro. Like, it's just not. So it's like, there's that. And then, I don't know, man. It's whack. It's whack, man. And it's sad to see it, like, end like that. I never thought DP would end. They kept hyping up the 420 episode and shit. I'm thinking they're gonna at least make it to 420, right? But at the same time, the writing was on the wall, though. So I can't act like I didn't see it coming. But obviously they had differences. Just watching the show, you could tell they had differences. And the fact that they were in separate locations at that point, and it's like, you know, that level of intimacy is not there when you know, when you live close to Ben versus, okay, now we live a fucking across the country. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ben ain't doing shit to help me. Like, what the fuck has Ben doing? Like, fuck him. We could do this shit over here and, like, you know, do the same thing. Like, it's, you know, it's almost more of a hassle. And it's, again, I don't think TJ's on some, like, completely fuck Ben. It's just more like, you know, like, what the fuck you want? You know what I'm saying? What you want from me? Like, he got to take care of his own people, his own family, and his own life and shit. So I respect that. I ain't mad at him for, like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say getting rid of Ben, but, like, separating himself from Ben to start his own show. But, I mean, I don't know, man. DP is dead. Like, that shit trash. And then, like, I go back and watch it now, and it's like, it's the same shit. Like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I watched the last episode. It was 90% cringe rap. Some, like, I think they played some news, maybe. Some bullshit news story, and then, like, I don't know, some articles or something. I don't know, it was lame. It was lame. And then this, oh my god, and then this nigga Ben is like, he's doing shit like they said, like, on his Patreon, and now he's gonna fucking, like, what's it called? He's gonna fucking, I don't know, he's supposed to, like, strip for his fucking patrons or some shit. And it's like, come on, man. Like, that's whack to me. Like, that's, if you have to do that to fucking get people to watch you or get people to give you money or whatever, support you, then you don't have any good ideas, in my opinion. Like, that makes me think, like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or you're not good enough to just attract people to you naturally, or you're not entertaining enough to do that shit. So, like, why the fuck would I want to watch you? Why the fuck do I want to see that? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Ben take his clothes off. I don't want to see Trap Ben. I don't care about, like, and I get it, some people do, but it's like, to me, that's like a gimmick. It's like, you ain't interesting at that point. To me, it's like, when I started watching TJ, it was never because stupid shit like that. Like, it was because he put out engaging, thought-provoking content that I thought was good. It was shot well. He was articulate and shit, and that's what attracted me to TJ. Now, people associated with him, I expect the same shit out of them. And if they don't give me that, then, like, I can't fuck with him. Like, I just don't fucking. I thought the same thing about fucking, what's his name, Repzion at first. I found out about Repzion through TJ, and I started watching his shit a little bit, and then it's like, this nigga's whack. Like, you ain't the same. Like, it's whack. I don't fuck with this. Couldn't fuck with it. So, like, I expect the same thing out of Ben. Like, I expect, and it's the same way. Like, I found out about Paul's ego through TJ, like, a while ago when he did that shit, that, like, patriotic video or whatever about, like, the state of America or some shit. That shit was fire, bro. Like, Paul is on point, bro. He's on the ball. Like, no pun intended, you know. The nigga's fire. Like, I can't deny it. Like, but Ben, this nigga, he got to get naked and shit to get people to watch him. Like, now it's like, the sad part about shit like that is, like, okay, you do that, you get a bunch of change or whatever, you get some money, you could pay your rent. What happens when you need some more money next time? You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep stripping on stream? You gonna keep getting naked for people to get money? Eventually, that shit not gonna work. You gonna have to do something else. Like, that's whack. Like, that's whack. Obviously, you have no good ideas if that's what you have to do. Obviously, you're not that, you know, engaging. And I don't know if Ben can make separate content without, like, basically doing a glorified reaction video thing like DP was, you know. And I feel like it didn't used to be like that. It wasn't like that at the beginning. It just kind of devolved into that like, slapstick, just watching retarded shit for the sake of watching retarded shit. And, like, Ben has gotten used to that, and that's what he wants to do. And it sucks. As much as I like Ben, he sucks, dude. Let's be real, he sucks. He sucks. Pimp Monk sucks, and Evan LeFavor sucks. Just is what it is, man. No hate against none of them dudes. I like all them dudes. I'm talking about as far as entertainment wise. They suck. They're not people that I want to watch, that I want to spend my time watching on YouTube. Um, as much as I thought I did, nah, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. And I don't know. I kind of wish DP could be the way it was, but it is what it is. Like, as far as deep fat fried, it's okay. It's all right. I like that they basically just cover random shit. So it's like, cause I get it. Like DP got mad still with that same formula. Like, okay, we do the news, then we do crazy people. We cover the same crazy people, and we watch the same news. We watch Alex Jones and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like the same shit. When we already kind of know, you know, the way most of these people lean. Like when we seen, you know, a fucking Wild Bill video come up. As much as I like, oh my god, I loved when they shit on Wild Bill. Wild Bill was probably one of my favorite people that they covered. We already knew what the fuck he was gonna say. Like you know Wild Bill's points, dog. Or people like Alex Jones and shit, or you know what these people are gonna say. And there's nothing new under the sun, so I can understand why TJ got tired of it. But like some stuff that they did, I liked, man. Like I thought Gail was amazing. Obviously, like it was a point in the show where I felt like she got covered too much. I thought some of the Brett King stuff was really good. What else, man? What episode was the one when they got Paul? Officially, was it 200 or 300? When he got fisted, that shit was fire. It was really good. Oh man, it's so many classic DP moments, man. But like I don't know. I think some of the guests kind of put a rift in the DP camp, because like the Joe thing. I think that was dude named Joe. How like he kind of bumped heads with Scotty. I think they didn't like that, and like Ben bringing on all these like people. Like Billy, even though Billy is fucking dope. Like Billy's the best thing that happened to DP in a long ass time. But like basically Ben making friends with people out there in Washington and like, you know, kind of shoehorning them on the show. I think that like drew a rift in the people and shit. But like I don't know. It is what it is. I guess I can go back and watch old episodes. I guess I'd rather a good show that I like end than to turn to complete shit and keep going, I guess. Right? Cause like that happens far too often, right? Where, you know, a show that you like just turns to shit rather than just like being over with. So I think I'd rather go out like this, to be honest. Like I'd prefer it like this, but I am gonna miss that shit. I guess at least I could watch them on Deep Fat Fried. But again, that's not really the same. It don't got the same vibe, but I think it's okay. I think it's alright, you know what I'm saying? Like I fucks with it. I don't think I know. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I got nothing else to say on it. I feel like I did, but I can't remember it, so I don't fucking know. Fuck do I know? I'm just a coon. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.